Hey, LFMs, wake tip, Paul Martin and Squest, coming to you here from Tkemloops to Shkrepnik in Shkrepnikulu. And wow, busy time here at Open Learning. It is the 14th of January, Thursday the 14th, which of course also makes it delicious poutine Thursday. Just sort of finishing my nice plate of poutine from Alchemy Brewing. And, have to keep supporting the farmers and local business, of course, here throughout the lockdown. I hope this finds you all right and having a decent week, a little bit less eventful week, at least on the political front compared to this time last week. Wow, we've had such a crazy, busy week here in Open Learning. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Let me... jump right into a few things for you. I've had a couple of queries from OLFMs and some ongoing discussions here over the last couple of months about OLFMs and communicating to you when you are the OLFM for a course that is under revision. So when we have a course that's under revision and you're not the developer or the consultant, it can sometimes be disconcerting as you're trying to wait and find out what's happening with your course. And of course, you need to know that information. Your students will need, well, not your students right now need to know the information, but future students will. And so we're definitely working on trying to figure out ways to improve that communication and make sure you're up to speed on what's happening with courses. And when there are delays, we need to let you know, and need to let you know in advance of when those courses are going to be ready and up and running. So we're in the middle of just sort of a huge reimagining project, looking at all of our processes. And I just wanted to reassure you that that is one of the things that we are definitely keeping in mind. So stay tuned for I guess more news about that. And also, if you're in that position as an OLFM, please don't hesitate to reach out to ask for an update if you can, and we will do our best to get back to you. If you had some students who were maybe had received extensions for a course and then were having problems getting access to that course, the course was actually shutting them out because of their status, their registration status, we seem to have got that issue fixed. That was an issue connected to, I guess, the Moodle upgrade that was going on. And so IT has been able to fix that for us, and thanks to all of our team here in Open Learning for trying to get to the bottom of that. Melissa Sherman will be able to give you more details of that fix in case you have students in that situation. But it's fixed for students moving forward, and we're, I think, going back to all of our courses and trying to make sure that students who are in that position will not get shut out of their courses just sort of automatically. What else can I share with you? Wow, I was in APPC today. That's the Academic Programs and Planning Committee. I should probably know what it stands for. Anyhow, the VTEC program, the review of the veterinary technology program and the new program update went through EPC last week and APPC today. And it will go now to the Open Learning portion of it. The distance program will go to PCAL for their final approval in April. But really, the program is well underway. And I think, hopefully, if you are one of the new OLFMs in the course, you're getting this video tonight and this message. I talked about you last week, but the message didn't get through to you yet. We finally got our new OLFMs in the courses, and students in the courses. Was a really touch and go for quite a while as we tried to get all that sorted out. And just again, as I mentioned last week, kudos to everybody in Open Learning who helped to make this happen. It was a bit of an unusual circumstance for us, but we really pulled through and got things up and running for students and for the OLFMs. And I know Melissa Sherman was working over the weekend, helping the OLFMs get ready and get into their course for the very first time. Classes started this week. Pretty crazy, and but we're really excited about this new program, and we'll be rolling out new courses basically every few months. There'll be a couple new ones launching in May, and 3 new ones, I think, launching again in September. And the full 2-year program will be done and fully rolled out by this time in 2023, I guess. So really excited about that, and I think that's excellent news for open learning. So thanks to everybody involved, and welcome, new OLFMs. Excited to have you here. Oh boy, OLFMs, I've got some good news for you, and that is that, one of the things that people have been asking me about is they've said, it's so disappointing that we weren't able to have the OLFM workshop this year, and really missed being able to see everybody, or this past year, I should say, in 2020. So we are looking at doing a short online OLFM workshop. So the dates we've tentatively got lined up for that are May the 14th and 15th. And we're also looking at, and this is, I can't promise anything, I can't predict lockdowns or pandemics or budget, but knock on wood, in-person OLFM workshop, we're looking at October. So a change of our usual schedule for that, but I think we might be able to make it happen in October. So fingers crossed, and we will keep you posted as that goes on. So just wanted to share that little bit of good news with you, because I know that's something that we all really, really look forward to. And I haven't been to one actually since I started. I came to the one in 2019, just before I was starting my new job here as director of curriculum development and delivery. And wow, I went to the workshop, and I even came back. It was wonderful, and it was great to meet you all there, and I'm looking forward to doing that in person, hopefully in October. Also, the Canadian Symposium on Academic Integrity is set to take place in June, hosted by TRU. That will not be an in-person conference. We'll be running that online, but that is still going to go ahead, and I'll share more information with you about that as we get the details. So that is some happy and exciting news to share with you today. I will leave it at that for tonight, but I hope you are doing well. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me or our team if we can do anything to help you and your students in your work. And so I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you here again next week from the corner of 3rd and St. Paul. So it's another edition of the Pandemic Paulcast. Signing off for now. Hope you have a wonderful week. Please look after yourselves and the ones that you love. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.